there, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for joining me. Welcome to FingerStylish episode 5. Now, FingerStylish is, of course, a YouTube series that I created that focuses on very historically important fingerstyle techniques to make you a better fingerstyle guitar player. And with that said, we've got quite a doozy today with Ewan Dobson. Ewan Dobson is a monster Canadian guitar player who really kind of has something that makes him stand out from the rest of us, and that is his insane thumb picking and finger pick technique that he's got going on here. It's basically like your typical Travis style picking, but on crack, so to speak. It's very aggressive, very attack driven, and he's able to do some things rhythmically that you might have otherwise thought weren't possible. There's some tricks and some illusions going on, but it's really just down to the simple fact that Ewan Dobson is one of the best fingerstyle guitar players that the world has ever seen, bar none. He is so creative and he's so technical. So why don't we zoom in on the guitar a little bit. I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about, and we can learn some of these pieces together, and afterwards we're going to have a discussion. We're going to be in an open C minor 7 tuning, so we've got C, G, C, G, B flat, and then an E flat. So that's just a big open C minor 7. What's happening here, and why we're talking about Ewan Dobson in general, is his wonderful, innovative technique with the right hand, particularly with the thumb pick and the finger picks. Now, I got the thumb pick, and I would highly recommend you get a thumb pick for this example. If you've got finger picks laying around too, now would be the time to slap them on. I've got acrylic nails here, so I'm good to go for that. I don't need the finger picks necessarily, but you definitely might. So here we go. What's happening here is just a variation of your typical Travis style finger picking. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. But what he's doing there is taking it a step further with the index finger. Now, he's not the first person to do something like this. Leo Kottke has definitely done something like this in the past, and I'm sure some of the old school guys like Chet Atkins and Jerry Reed have done stuff like this too, but it's not the technique, it's how he uses it, essentially. So we've got this tune level 30, and all it is starting out, we've just got that technique. So let's learn that real quick. Instead of just going thumb, thumb, he's actually going thumb, index, thumb, index. So we're only doing one bass note there for the thumb, index, thumb, index. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, just like that. But to start it off, we're actually doing just the regular thumb thing one time. Just like that. So thumb, thumb, pattern. Now, Leo Kottke said, as far as finger picking patterns are concerned, memorize them, learn them, and forget them. So that's what you need to do with this. You need to memorize this, play it so much that you can do it without even thinking about it. So now that we've got that pattern, we need to add some of that Ewan Dobson flair to it. So palm mute. Okay, now here comes the left hand. There's lots of bar chords in Ewan Dobson's tunes because he's in this open tuning, so he can go pretty much wherever he wants to up the neck. But we're going to start on the 12th fret after we do our open strings, and here it comes. So what we've got going on here is a ring finger bar. Or you can do it with your index finger too, but keep in mind that you're going to be sliding down the neck quite a bit, and you'll see that here in a second. But what we've got is, so that's thumb, index, switch down to the 10th fret, and then D string twice with your thumb and your index finger like this, just like that. And basically, that's your pattern for your left hand stuff. We're just going to do that same thing a few different times down the neck. So it's looking like this. So that's moving from the 12th fret to the 10th, and then moving from the 8th fret to the 7th. And now we're down here on the 3rd fret, moving to the 5th, 7th to, or the 8th to the 7th. That's pretty easy, right? I mean, slow anyway. When you speed it up, that's when it gets a little difficult. But so I'll do it at a slower speed again, and then I'll move it up to maybe a medium speed, and then I'll play it at the speed in which he plays it. Here comes the fun part. Is if that wasn't enough, we're actually going to add a third element to this, and that's going to be your octaves. So instead of just doing this over and over again, we're going to keep that same chord progression, but we're going to add another note in the form of this octave. So we've got 3 of them. Now we're still doing that bar on the 12th fret, but now we're switching it into a full bar because of what we've got going on here. We've got the 14th fret. We're always going to be a full step up from our note here. So in this case, I'm on the 12th fret bar, 14th fret on the B string. Move it down to 10 and 12 right there, and 8 and 10, and landing on 7 and 9. So once again, and I'm just going up, thumb, index, ring finger on strings E, D, and B. Yeah, you got to speed that up a little bit. You got to be really quick. This is hand coordination, synchronization 101 with this piece. And again, same chord progression, moving from 3, 5, 8, 7. So I'm going to play this super slow for you, kind of a medium speed, and then up to actual speed. It's hard. It really is. Like, there's no sugarcoating it. It's not an easy piece, and it only gets harder. You know, we haven't even jumped into some of the harder stuff that he's got going on in this piece once he actually starts adding a melody on top of it. This is just the introduction, mind you. But something like this can really kind of open your eyes a little bit as far as what you can do just with a thumb pick, and it doesn't have to be that same old Chet Atkins style cowboy type back and forth. I mean, I really appreciate that stuff, and I realize how important it really is. But this is just so cool to me that he did this kind of thing. I mean, nobody ever thought to really do this before, to do fingerstyle techno style guitar, and it can only come from a guy like Ewan Dobson. He's such a character, and he's had so many great tunes, original tunes that he's written over the years. His first album, just titled Ewan Dobson, I highly recommend you check it out. This tune is on there, and I'd hate for you to miss out on such a great album. I mean, and the best part about it, I think, is that they're all in similar tunings. You know, he's got several tunes that are in open C minor 7, and then several that are open C. I can't recommend it enough. And now a little bonus piece for you from Ewan Dobson. Same album, same tuning, almost the same title. The first piece that we looked at was level 30. We're taking it back quite a bit to level 5. Now, in no way, shape, or form does that mean this is going to be a lot easier. In fact, it might be even a little bit harder for you. But we're taking that same style, and we're doing something a little tricky here. It's almost like an illusion, and I'll show you exactly what I mean. So there's two different sections, but the material is the same. and I'll show you what I'm talking about. The melody is this. Just our two treble strings, B and E, 2nd fret here, and the open string on your E string, and then we're switching that up here to 4 and 2, and there's 5 and 4. 1, 2, 3, and again. And then we're keeping this 5 here. On the E string, we're going to make a move 5, 4, and then 7, 7 on both your G and B strings. So with that boom chick, you can make it work. Third fret, bar, so this is achievable, especially at that really slow speed. It doesn't sound like anything too crazy. It's just your typical boom chick with a really nice melody on top and everything, and a simple chord change. But take that concept and put it on crack, and that's what you get with the next section. And this is what I was talking about when I said it was pretty much the same thing, but something a little different. Add this. Same thing we did earlier. So it's almost like an illusion. It sounds like this is going on the entire time. But it's really just happening in between your notes, but it's so fast. So you see what I mean? It's kind of happening in between your melody notes, but it's keeping that driving groove. Super insane technique. I love it so much. You can add different rhythms. You can make it like a cowboy style song. To show you this technique that he uses in quite a bit of his songs, not just the two that we've covered today. I highly encourage you to check out his music, buy his albums, check out his tabs. He's got tabs for sale for a lot of his songs, and support the artist. I really hope you enjoyed this episode of FingerStylish, episode 5. Let me know in the comments section below what we need to cover for episode 6. So far we've done Don Ross, Leo Kottke, Michael Hedges, Stephen Bennett, and now Ewan Dobson. So there's got to be another guitar player whose material we can cover. I need to hear from you. Let me know what you think in the comments section below. If you're looking for tabs for this tune, be sure to check the description below, and that will lead you to the original artist, so that way you're paying them and you get the official tab from the original artist. And be sure to check out all of the demos and reviews that I've got going on, some video game covers, some fingerstyle covers of Michael Hedges, Leo Kottke, Don Ross. And if you're looking to become a better fingerstyle player, be sure to check out my Patreon page, where I'm uploading new fingerstyle lick lessons once a month. Thank you all very much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this episode, and I'll see you at the next one. Thanks, bye-bye.